So friends, how's this for a headline? Senior FBI official forcefully resisted Trump administration firings. That's a headline so nice, I'm going to read it twice. Senior FBI official forcefully resisted Trump administration firings. Points of light, my friends. Points of light. Let's talk about that, because justice matters. Hey all, Glenn Kirshner here. So friends, this particular corruption and abuse of power by Donald Trump is pretty easy to understand. Stick with me here. Thousands of FBI agents investigated the crimes that Donald Trump's angry mob committed at the U.S. Capitol on January 6th, crimes we saw with our own eyes. Those FBI agents, those men and women, did the hard, honest, ethical, honorable work of protecting we the people and protecting American democracy. And as thanks for their service, Donald Trump is seeking revenge against them, trying to wrongfully and unlawfully fire them. I stand with the men and women of the FBI, and I strongly suspect you do too. Let's start with the new reporting. This from NBC News, that headline one more time. Senior FBI official forcefully resisted Trump administration firings. And that article begins, Acting FBI Director Brian Driscoll on Friday refused a Justice Department order that he assist in the firings of agents involved in January 6 riot cases, pushing back so forcefully that some FBI officials feared he would be dismissed. Multiple current and former FBI officials told NBC News. The Justice Department ultimately did not dismiss Driscoll, the head of the Bureau's Newark field office, who is temporarily serving as its acting director. That's right, friends. The guy who just forcefully resisted Trump is actually Donald Trump's acting FBI director. My editorial edition. The article continues. The Senate is currently considering whether Kash Patel, Trump's pick for FBI director, should be confirmed. A longtime critic of the Bureau's investigations of Trump and January 6th rioters, Patel promised senators at his confirmation hearing that no FBI officials would be retaliated against. Quote, all FBI employees will be protected against political retribution, Patel said under oath on Thursday. And just over 24 hours later, Driscoll notified the FBI workforce that he had been ordered to remove 8 senior FBI executives by Emile Beauvais, the acting Deputy Attorney General, and Trump's former personal defense lawyer. Emile Beauvais, Trump's former criminal defense attorney and one of Trump's current henchmen, who is apparently all too willing to carry out Donald Trump's improper directives to wrongfully terminate FBI officials. My editorial edition. The article continues. Driscoll also said he had been told to turn over the names of every FBI employee involved in investigating January 6 rioters. Driscoll stated that the 8 executives had been forced out, but did not say whether he would turn over the broader list of January 6-related FBI investigators, a list that he noted encompasses thousands of FBI employees, including him, Driscoll himself. A former member of the FBI's elite hostage rescue team, Driscoll promised agents that he would follow the law and existing FBI policies. And if he does, he will continue to resist, to push back, to refuse to carry out Donald Trump and Emile Beauvais' unlawful commands to terminate people for doing their job, investigating crime, protecting the American people. Again, yes, my editorial edition. This quote from Driscoll, quote, "As we've said, since the moment we agreed to take on these roles, we are going to follow the law, follow FBI policy, and do what's in the best interest of the workforce and the American people. Always," he wrote. And friends, this next passage may actually be the most important. In a message that circulated widely among Bureau personnel, an FBI agent summarized what happened as, quote, "Bottom line, DOJ came over and wanted to fire a bunch of J6 agents. Driscoll is an absolute stud, held his ground, and told White House proxy DOJ to F off." Legal experts said that few, if any, of the firings carried out so far by the Trump administration have been legal under civil service laws because the employees were not afforded due process. The Trump White House argues, though, that the president has the absolute right to fire anyone he wishes in the executive branch. The Supreme Court has ruled that federal employees have a right to a hearing before they are disciplined or terminated. Joyce Vance, a former U.S. attorney and NBC News legal contributor, called the firings illegal. Quote, "Career federal employees can be fired for conduct or performance issues, not because they failed to demonstrate political loyalty to the current incumbent of the White House," said Vance. "Trump ignored controlling law and regulations to do this. And unless the Supreme Court changes their interpretation, any firing of permanent members of the civil service should not stand." Of course, even if some of the employees sue and win, they said their public service careers have been irreparably damaged, if not ended. So, Acting FBI Director Brian Driscoll is standing up to Donald Trump's abuse of power. You know, friends, as a federal prosecutor, I had the pleasure, the privilege, the honor of working with the FBI. And I was uniformly impressed by the men and women of the FBI. And Donald Trump is trying to unlawfully fire them for doing their job, a democracy-saving job. And friends, here's one thing I can tell you about FBI special agents, the ones I know, the ones I worked cases with. They're not going to take kindly to Donald Trump's corruption and abuse of power. No, I don't expect they will just lay down and take it. Because to them, like to us, justice matters. Thank you, Acting FBI Director Brian Driscoll, for being a point of light amidst the Trump-induced darkness. Friends, as always, please stay safe. Please stay tuned. And I look forward to talking with you all again tomorrow.